Hello. Good morning. What's he doing now? She's live. Where is he? There he is. And some hammer. I've not driven this bus yet. I'm sure it's going to be really inaccurate. And probably won't feel like driving a bus like Omsi is. Right, we're on Kuturel. And, yeah. It's alright though. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a key. Yeah. Don't tell me how much the tickets are. Oh my god, why do they include stupid? Why did they not have a proper system? Like put Hanover in or something. And that's nice and inaccurate. All our buses, we have to put our foot on the brake. Okay. That's very rare as well. No. We don't. I don't even use this Discord, so I'll probably just cancel it. Oh my god, this is far too quick. Is this in kilometers? Yeah. But bosses and Omsi compared to real life are far too fast. 1 o'clock in the morning. But Keith or Lee normally do those ones. They normally start at 2 o'clock. I had an interview with Stevenson's, but apparently they're really shit to work for, so. I know they have newer buses there, but they have 65 plate E200s, just stock E200s, not MMCs. Well, we have a Euro 5 E400. That's the only one in Essex, so there you go. And the fact that all the Stevenson's depots are about a year away from where I live, so just work. God, this feels so weird. Yeah, we have Wi-Fi on only on the Omnideckers though, not on any of the old the Plaxons or anything like that. Just on the Omnis. But same the X76 as well. Basically, all our Omnideckers have Wi-Fi on them. So even if you're on like the X76, it's on. You know. I'm not playing Yorkshire. Why did that title and just put Omsi 2 in? I mean, even sometimes it's used on like the 137 and shit like that. Yeah, it's fine. I normally just use my 4G, 5G, 4G, 5G, 3G, whatever. I don't like the mirrors on this bus. have my
Good day,
lights on.
driver.
Hello there. Hi there.
I have some questions for you as well, if anyone's fancies a little test. Does anyone fancy a test on the Cat D questions for the Module 3? I got given these the other day. And then we can do the Mod 4 if you want. So you can learn a lot in my stream. Okay. What the... Oh, is that to tell me to depart? Yeah, you won't get cheat sheets on this though. I got a feeling this bus is too, like, long. Yeah. It's way too long for this bus station. Fucking hell. Turning on this bus is crap as well. Really crap. God. It's so much easier to reverse the bus in real life. And in Omsi. Right. Okay. Show me how we check for air leaks on the bus. Chat. I'm not going to have lunch today because we're having a barbecue tonight, so... I expect everyone to participate. So when, how would you check for air leaks on the bus, on the vehicle? But no one will answer it because they're all gay. Pretty simple. No, not under the bus. Tell me when you want the answer. As many guesses as you want. Got to think about it logically. Remember, I'm training you up, boys. No, you wouldn't do a brake test. Yeah, dashboard is correct, but what about it? What are you looking for specifically on the dashboard? Remember, this is what the examiner will ask you on your Cat D. So if you ever want to become a bus driver. Okay, do you want the answer? Or when you want the answer? This is question 2.2. I know it anyway. Fuck you, light. I'm going through you. Yes, obviously I revised the theory, and I did it like a year ago, a year and a half ago. You were close with the dashboard. What specifically on the dashboard though? You look at it. I'm going to give you a hint. You look at it when you check your speed. It's like on that bit of the dashboard. Yes, well done, the air gauge. And what about the air gauge? What are we looking for at the air the gauge? I'm going to give it to you. No, it's charge the air tanks, so have the engine running, making sure that the air pressure gauge 1 and 2, it should be on this bus actually. Yeah, 1 and 2 here. You got 1 and 2, which is the air pressure. Yeah, they're very weird on this bus. normally done the right, because obviously this is convert. It's our air pressure gauge is on the right here, so it goes like oil, temperature, that shit, water, and that. But that's on there anyway. And you can consult the air gauges to check for any drops. And then obviously the other alternative is to walk around the vehicle listening for any obvious leaks. Okay. Right. Tell me how you check the condition of the reflectors on this vehicle. Now, buses only have 2 reflectors, bottom left and bottom right usually. No, I'm not. I like driving 18-year-old pure diesel Euro 2 buses, mate. Blackstone Presidents. Get to thrash them about a bit. Because of laws. So yeah, tell me how you check the condition of the reflectors on this vehicle. Oh, green light. This is very simple. You have reflectors on the car, don't you? What do you check on the reflectors of your car? Come on, chat. Be quicker. I'm reading and driving. This is really illegal. Nope. Yes, sometimes when I'm doing the 137 and the 1330, the 1010 G. Because that's basically just being in Clacton all day. Doing the 130 is the Jaywick route, and yeah, that's not fun. That is not fun. Right, so you failed on that question. The answer was, ensure that all reflectors are fitted, clean and functional, not cracked or broken. There you go. This is an easy one. Tell me how you check the condition of the windscreen and windows on this vehicle. Now that's another easy one. What are you looking for specifically on the windows that you don't want to be there? No, not me asked. The chambers are short drivers, even we are. Even the Hedingham are short drivers. Actually, let me just put the mod 4 on there. Module 4. Come, paper down. This one's easy. Do it on a car, like you do it on a bus. Chambers and Hedingham are short drivers, yeah. Bloody one of the trainee training instructors, Tony, has been working out of Chambers recently. Because Kev's been busy training drivers and stuff.
What?
What? I mean, you can go for an interview, I guess. All I know is that to become a trainee bus driver now, they've made it a lot harder. It was pretty easy before. I was talking to some trainees. And now they've stepped up their game a bit since Carol left and that. So. And you go through Hedingham when you do your interview, even if you're going for Chambers, by the way. No, not really. Just normal qualifications. You know, basics. I don't think there wasn't even like a... No. They have people who barely speak English, so. I'm good. Well, one of their supervisors, Adrian, is like Jamaican or some shit. Can't understand him. You fucking knob.
You cannot be serious.
Sorry, I have right of way because I'm going straight and he just cuts across me, so. Right, I'm going to tell you what this is. The windscreen and windows must be clean, clear and free from defects. No mascots or stickers that restrict the driver's view. So that was the window one and the windscreen question. Ah, this is easy.
Hello,
Show me
mate.
how you would check the condition of the mudguards on this vehicle. Oh, I have done, or when I'm not in service. To be honest, Lloyd does it all the time anyway. He's fucking shouts. Right, so you know you have 4 mud guards on the bus usually, and then sometimes you have a spray suppression system with bristles. But bristles are really rare nowadays. They just don't have them. Bristles are like the bit of the on the older buses. There's stuff around it. Obviously, customers have been arguing before. Of course they have. But it's very rare. Well, it's not that rare in Clacton when you're doing 130. Which is the J-Wick lot on it. We stink of alcohol and shit and piss. What? Definitely didn't have to stop off at fucking Jackson Road, go to the shop and get a fucking can of air spray to spray my bus with. Definitely didn't have to do that, chat. So, show me how you check the condition of the mudguards on this vehicle. Chat. Go on, this is easy, you have 4 of them. What do you check? You've got like none right so far. You all suck. Give you another minute. Well, I'm going to give you 2 at the top. We've still got fucking shit. I think we've still got 3 pages left, boys. So, you know. I'm driving with one hand right now. Really awkward. I mean, I drive with 2 usually. I don't do 10 to 2. I'm really close to that. Right. It was, as part of the daily walk-around check, ensure mudguards and spray suppression equipment are secure. So, that's an easy one, chat. Come on. Next page. That's a hard one, you will never get that. Okay, this is an easy one. You do this on your car as well. Tell me how you check the condition of the windscreen wipers on this vehicle. So, think about it. pull them out from the windscreen and check for sharps. Basically, you over-explained it. Windscreen wipers must operate. Blades should be in good condition. That's all you've got to say on your Cat D. Okay, that's probably a bit too hard. Show me how you check that wheel nuts are secure on this vehicle. To be honest, we don't like the environment, so we'll keep that engine running. It's a very, very easy question. Giving you till 2.5 on the top left timer. Actually, now it's good. So basically, a visual check to identify any nuts that are obviously loose and check that the wheel nut indicators are fitted, if fitted, or in alignment. Okay. Tell me how you check the condition of the suspension on this vehicle. So what do you do when you're walking towards your bus in the morning, guys? What do you do? Okay? So what do you do? You've come out the depot door, out the staff area, you're walking towards your bus, you know, it's switched off, it's been there overnight. Oh, shit. What are you making sure that's what's not happened? Let's do it different now because the bus is on in the sim. Right, that's just really silly, isn't it? It's no, don't do that. What you're looking for is you're making sure the bus is nice and straight. It's not leaning to one side. Okay? So you're basically looking, because you know, it could just be an airbag. You know, once the engine's up and running, you've got some air pressure. The bus will automatically level out. Hopefully, it might indicate a flat tire or that the suspension's fogged. So basically, the simple question is part of the daily walk around check. Suspension should be checked for any obvious signs of deterioration or damage. Yep. It's a simple one, isn't it? You know. See, the bus is just leveling itself out. All this bus is in the game, which is realistic. Okay, show me how you check that brake lights are working on this vehicle. I can assist you if you need to switch the ignition on. Please don't start the engine. Now this is just simple in a chat. It's a simple one, this one. Right, so I'm going to tell you. So it's operate the brake pedal, make use of reflections in windows, garage doors, etc. Or, what's the other thing you can do? You can ask someone to help you. Okay. What do we do when we shut doors on buses? What are we doing? We're pressing a button, and we're always watching that door before we pull away. Watching the mirror, watching the door, because someone could just be running up down the near side and, you know, stick their hand in the door, and we want to be fast to open the door. We don't cause harm to that person, because that does happen. So always focusing on that door before you start focusing on your right hand mirror and your blind spot. Okay. So not about the tacho, that's fine. Not about the loading mechanism. Yeah, exactly. That's because the driver's not been watching it, has he? I don't even know how power system works. Okay, show me how you check that the direction indicators are working. There's two ways to do this, chat. Let's make sure no one wants on. Yeah, it's not a joke though, because people get seriously injured and then they complain, and then the company gets fined. You know, it's not good. People do it deliberately as well, especially in London. So common. People step out into the middle of the road, and you know, get deliberately hit by a bus. Lucky most buses. Well, single deckers don't have. A lot of our single deckers, the old darts, don't have CCTV. The doubles do though, and the D200s that, but none of the darts do. I'll have to check that. I know he just said he got caught in a door before when it was being shut. I was just saying how stupid that is, and that the driver should be penalised. Yeah, but with tube doors you have an actual warning, you know. But on bus doors you don't, except obviously if you have rear doors you get the alarm. But with single door regional buses like we have, we don't. We just have, you know, shh, or even sometimes a fucking electric, you know, that doesn't work off air pressure. We have to check the. But no, none of you guys knew this, but it should be on this bus somewhere. I'm not paying attention. This is me today, just not paying attention, chat. I wonder where it is on here. Is it here? Is that it there?
Hello there.
Where is it? There's normally a an alarm. There's an alarm on every bus has to have it. It's like a panic alarm. And yeah, you gotta test that during your walk around and your interior walk around. It just makes like a really loud fucking noise. Call it the rape alarm. Just a deterrent, really. You fucking dickhead. Go over your cuck.
Hello.
I'm driving like a nonce. I've one foot on my desk. What driving with one hand? Did you answer the question? You didn't answer the question about the indicators. It just says apply the indicators or hazard.
Hello there.
So check function of the indicators. Simple. Next, you do this on your car. Identify where the windscreen washer wet reservoir is and tell me how you check the washer level. Now, on a lot of buses, especially omnideckers, you as a driver cannot have access to where the screen washer is because it's behind the front panel, and you actually have to take the whole front panel off the bus to be able to get access to the washer, the windscreen washer reservoir. So again, that's engineering. But say like we have an East Lancs Millennial B70L that's at the front. I've lost audio. Nope, I haven't. I clicked off. That's what happened. So basically, it says identify the reservoir. Fucking quick time. Fuck off. Identify the reservoir and explain how to check level. Simple. Right, this one is interesting because a first aid kit is not a legal requirement on a bus. I'm not sure about a coach, but on a bus it's not. Shit, can't say. But yeah, basically on a training bus you have to have a first aid kit just for the mod, the Cat D question, and the mod 4. Because obviously the mod 4 is for your Cat D license, for your CPC. So just tell him where it is, basically. Speedo examiner. The rest are pretty just straightforward, like show me how you would switch on the rear fog light, and why when is the fog light rear fog light used, you know? That simple. Basically, it's on the right hand side, you know, usually. It's used when its visibility is less than 100 meters. Yeah, basically. And he asked 8 questions, or Cat D. This is all done before you do your reversing exercise as well, which is mandatory, which is very easy, not hard. Well, I don't like this boss, so yeah. Whee. Are they all going to block for me? Oh, you're coming out, aren't you? No, you're not. It's worst thing on roundabouts. Roundabouts with bus is just the worst nightmare. Especially St. John's roundabout and like fucking Grinstead roundabout, and trying to get out of the Hive roundabout at Tesco, coming from Grinstead, what is it, Grinstead Road? From the University of Essex, basically, from the last barrier. It's a nightmare. You're just, especially in rush hour. Well, rush hour is not actually, that's a lie, rush hour is fine because it's busy anyway. When it's just constant traffic from the right, you just want the 61 to be coming down coming off High Bridge and going all the way down, coming around and taking the third exit, so they block it, or you want a truck to block it. But otherwise, you just gotta fucking force your way out, because otherwise you're just not gonna get out. We do actually have, there's loads of Dennis Trident's, East Lancs, loinies, whatever the fuck they are, bodied, at the Clacton depot. There's loads of Hedingham ones, well, they're the Brighton and Hove ones, weren't they? And then they became Hedingham, and then they've got loads of Connect bus ones as well, and they have an Anglian bus, Omni City DD as well. They're all used for school runs. All of them. And they use the B10M coach, the R-Edge, which was the previous training bus. That was a 3-week course. One of my friends did that on the coach. Paul did that. But now they use a double-decker. They've actually just had 2 new training buses scanning Omnitowns from Go Ahead Camberwell depot. They were sat for 4 months in stationary for 4 months at the Camberwell depot, but now they're at the Clacton depot. They're being sorted out for training again, because they're gonna. I don't know what's happening with the double, because that came from Plymouth. That B70L did. I didn't know in Plymouth that they used dual doors. I found that out. I was like, that's an interesting bus, and I had a look and I was like, shit, rear door. Like, there it is. Same with the what you would call it. Same with the old same with the Omnitowns, scanning Omnitowns. Their rear doors as well. They actually have an ex-Go-Ahead Plaxton President, which I think they're converting to single door to be used on service. But I had a look at it, it's just still has the bloody cage and stuff, the driver's cage, which we call it because we don't like them. You know, you're more likely to get, if you have a customer who gets one who's fucking pissed, they're more likely to hit that than they are when you don't have one. So we don't need them. Because they'll want to hit something, they're not going to want to hit a person. Why are people standing up when there's loads of seats?
This is 2006. This doesn't seem right.
Does it, chat? Do 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 do.
Whoa.
Right. What was this message that I had sent? No. Wow, what the fuck? That can't be right. That weighs more than like a double decker does. 11.8 tons. 18k, yeah, that's normal. That's wrong. That must be wrong. That has to be wrong. Single decker would not weigh more unless there's a coach. That doesn't seem right in my opinion.
Does not seem correct.
Does it say the stats on this? I wonder. 12. Seated, standing. It's like 90 plus one wheelchair. See, that's heavy as well, 12.2 ton. Pretty sure the B7TL chassis are like 11 point. Normally 11.5 usually the B7TL chassis are on like Plaxtons and shit. Pretty sure something along those lines. Yeah, but most of them are 18 ton, like max gross. Usually. $12.40. Well, let me put real weather on actually. It's really hard to see those mirrors.
Day driver.
Chelmsford CM13AH. Yeah. Good old times training there. Remember those days. God, all of these are so unrealistic. I remember driving these, you had to whack your foot on the brake and then press R here. See this button here? Right. Before you put it in reverse, you have to hold this down as well. So that's what that R is. If anyone's interested in the bus, the Tridents have them as well. The East Loin ones, the East Lancs ones. Should be a reverse switch somewhere. There it is. Which is working. Yes, we have Tridents. They're used in schools though. The Tridents we have are East Lancs bodied. Oh, I've got that fucking bug, ain't I? Where my nothing shows up properly. We used to have ALX 400s. I think they went to Civil or somewhere like, or Kelvin. Don't have any at the head of Clacton Zephyr. I can tell you, if you've driven an Omsi, don't expect to be a pro when you get in the driver's seat. Like, it's a different feeling. Like, this feels horrible compared to driving in real life. Like, the bus just does not feel heavy at all. No, I've never been to Bath. I've been to Devon, but yeah, not Bath. Well, that's a silly question because you're driving something that's 11 ton, 12 ton, you know? It's heavy. You know, this is 12.2 tons. You know, so it's not going to be... I mean, and obviously the perception of speed is completely different anyway. Doing 40, 50 miles an hour in a bus feels like you're fucking flying. Literally it does, if your bus can get that fast. The older engines just don't go. You know, your bus is even heavier once you've got people on it. Hello. Must always remember to turn on the lights, because I always drive the lights on during the day in the bus, as every other driver does as well. What's the time? 12:29. I will need to probably finish after, because I have to go out. No, not passenger lights. You can drive interior lights on during the day, but there's no point. No need for it. I look at the old-fashioned look upstairs mirror. The only thing about the Omnideckers is the parking brake's not in the same place. It's right next to the steering wheel instead of being down by your door controls. It's like next to your steering wheel on the right. It's very very bizarre. No, they're fine. Just wear a coat when you're driving. Guess you'll be alright when you're driving 15, 17 when it's blowing hot air at you all the time. I had a fist fight with a wasp today when I was in my bed. Woke me up, the little guy, didn't it? Landed right on my face. I freaked out. So I had a fist fight with it. Got it out. Got outside.
What?
Does driver control? Yes, it can control the temperature if your boss has one. I mean, a lot of the times it's just a blower switch. Like for existence, that there, that's for the driver, that's for the passengers. So this here is for the driver, and that's for the passengers there. And there's usually, don't know where it is on this. Somewhere. Usually it's like here or down here. You normally have like a slider or something. Like a warm and a cold slider, and then a vent slider, so wherever you want the direction of the heat or cold to go. So on you or on the front windscreen sort of.
Hello there.
I've probably should have that open. Probably should do this as well, I reckon. Because it is like, yeah. Because they would be on open in real life. Nope. Where's the black smoke? There it is. Trust me, every time you go uphill in an old bus, the amount of black smoke that comes out of the back is, yeah. It's just because it's holding second gear or first gear, and there you go. It'll try and find that upshift. Well, I'm gonna go up to Union and back, so 15 minutes, I guess, or so. I wonder how this bus will react when doing a hill start, because it should automatically move you forward when you put your finger foot off the brake. You should start moving you forward without any acceleration. No, I just don't want to mess around with any buses.
Good day, driver.
I've only ever driven Gemini 1B9TLs. Was it Gemini? Or Gemini 2? No. The one with the old sort of looking front. Oh, it has like the new engine, new dash and that. SN 57 plates. 57 plates. B9s. Well, the funny thing is, we at the Clacton depot, we have Chambers buses that go out on service, and I'll tell you the reason why is a lot of buses get swapped between depots like Sybil, Kelvedon, Sudbury, because Clacton is where the main maintenance goes on. It's around the corner of the depot, so all the buses come from, you know, all distant lands, Sudbury, Suffolk, you know, whatever, and they come from major maintenance, their checkups and stuff. The smaller depots normally have a fitter though, mobile fitter that goes out to all of them, a couple of them, to do some minor jobs. But they're the same company, so that's why they have the same livery. And even some old Chambers buses like the Claxtons have been converted into Hedingham. So they have the Chambers on the side, but it's like been faded out. So the Connect bus and the Anglian bus livery was basically identical, blue and yellow, just slightly different textured. Because we have Connect buses and Anglian buses at Clacton Depot. Used for school runs. Nope. Not correct, not true. Yellow in it as well. Or was it yellow and white, I think? Blue and white. Something like that. I know Anglian bus doesn't exist. Ceased operations in November. It's Cotterell. You're a foreigner, so I doubt you'll be driving on this map. Yeah, Connect bus blue and yellow. And Anglia bus was blue and yellow as well. They just had the wave pattern, and Connect bus just had the straight pattern. So yeah, no my shit, boy. Don't try and get the upper hand on me, because I'll just slap you in the face. I see them every day at the depot. Jesus. So I know what paint scheme it's in. Yes, I don't know. Connect Bus do the park and ride, so their buses are green. The E400s as well, I believe. Check. Yeah. Green and blue as well, and then they're all green for the park and ride. The E400s. They have nice buses. They have nice buses in the fucking orange. Very nice. Nicer than ours. Why'd I don't know why you bring that up. I said I'd slap you because you're trying to get the upper hand on me. It was a joke. You're telling me their livery's slightly different. Their livery's completely different. It's not. It's just one's wavy pattern, one is a straight pattern. They're the same colour scheme. Blue and yellow. Dark blue and yellow. See, this dash here is very similar to the darts, or the layout, except the DNR's not like that. It's like an actual gear shift on the right here, which you have to click a button in and then change gear. I think some of them have 1 and 2 as well. The SLFs. Yeah, we have to have special. We have to every like I think it changes every week or every day or something. We have to make sure we check up the because the names of the people use it, so they have the names, don't they? So we have to remember the passcode. If someone shows the app to us, it's on the notice board. It's around the corner where you sign in. No, I don't need to use the app, I'm the driver. I need to know the names of the fucking whatever it is, I can't remember.
Hello there.
Weird like words.
Hi, Hanson.
So, that people use show you. Pretty sure you can only buy weekly tickets and shit on there anyway. Nah, fucking Louis. I had me lunch at 11:15. 11:15 till 12. Took the Mercedes out to Brook Retail. Freaking Louis turns up 15 minutes late on the 1:30 with 256, the Dennis Star. And it's like Morrison's traffic lights. It's like 15 minutes. Now I've got to make ready time up. Luckily I made it back to the depot with time to spare at the end of the 1:30 shift. Because during the holidays we were running an extra. Normally it finishes at 2:18. I went to 3:18 at J with 1:30. So I got back in the depot about 4, just before 4. That's when I was supposed to finish. Got back, filled up the bus, and then parked in it. There's a special keyword or something that you have to look at the notice board. As it's updated. I don't know the whole ins and outs of the app, so don't quote me on anything. We're just told to remember the word that's on the door, on the wall. To be honest, there were loads of traffic works going on in the Clacton. That is the worst like shift you can have. The 137s from 7 o'clock till 11:15. Basically 137 is just circular, and then 1:30 is just the Jwick route, which no one likes doing. mean, bless them, there was two elderly couple, one in a wheelchair and one old man, barely dressed. Well, they were dressed, but, you know, really, like, pretty badly dressed. And, smelled of urine really fucking badly.
Good day, driver.
Hello.
Really, like, yeah. You need someone to look after you badly. I was really surprised because I'd never actually driven a dart before, and now I've actually get to driven them. And they can fucking lower so much, can't they? At the front of the bus, didn't even need to put the wheelchair ramp out. I asked, do you want me to put the ramp out? And I was like, no. Yeah, because it was false advertisement. That's why I got banned. I mean, it's a quid for you. It's just because first the cucks. We've now, if you want to go to university from like Colchester, it's a quid, or University of Colchester, it's a quid. And we get loads of uni students now getting on our buses instead of first, especially on the 87 and the X76, because it's only a quid. Because we're trying to get the uni students off first. So they show you their uni ID, you get a quid ticket. It's pretty good. Normally it's like £1.50 if you're not a student. See, I'm not even on the accelerator right now, and it's just flying. Because in real terms, the retarder will be slowing you down. When you bring your foot off the accelerator, your auto always slowing down. I know it's downhill. I don't know how much first charge. Money, I think. To electrics. Where's the retarder? Should be a retarder switch somewhere. It's a very fog light. That's what I like. Where's the retarder switch? Interesting. We normally have a retarder switch. We had them on ours. It's nice going from like Plaxtons and shit because they're the same. They're basically just got a B70L dash. It's lovely. Why is it called a retarder? Because it slows, you don't have to use your brakes, it just slows the engine down. It's like a clutch. I don't know why they call it a retarder. Don't know. Over! It's on here.
Good for them, I guess. Oh yeah.
So, are these guys gonna get past me? I'm pretty sure I'm in the I'm in the line. Start at £1, false advertising. Before you put your handbrake on, make sure you stop to count 2, 3, parking brake in your head. No, not National Express. Probably like a private company. Like, that gets bored of shit. In the future though. I'm fine where I am right now. I'll just tell me fucking notes because I didn't know. No, I don't live in Clacton. Probably live on the Isle of Wight estate because apparently it's cheap there if I ever did move there. But it's pretty dodgy, but you know. Yeah, I go past the pier every time I do the 137 mate. Or the 134s. Because that's just a great, that's a great Clacton circular that goes around Holland and shit. No. I was a... No, I said there's an estate there called the Isle of Wight estate because the Isle of Wight's a shithole. So, apparently, that's what it's called. It's not a nice place. This is where I offend Isle of Wightians. Well, there shouldn't be a curb there, should there? Right. I go now. Goodbye. I go now. Goodbye. I go now. Goodbye. I need to call my father and then go see my father and lots of stuff. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Goodbye.